the pride of India's Navy. Anthony Albanese given rare access to INS Vikrant, the country's first locally made aircraft carrier. The Prime Minister getting a lesson in aerial acrobatics from one of India's top guns. Mr Albanese is the first foreign leader to tour this ship in a sign of deepening military ties.
For Australia, India is a top-tier security partner. I predict that 2023 will be busier than ever for our defence cooperation.
Announcing Indian forces will join international war games in Australia this year, where naval exercises with India, the US and Japan will also be held. A regional counterbalance to a rising China, just like Australia's decision to acquire nuclear-powered submarines through the AUKUS alliance with America and Britain.
We are investing in capability, as we should, but we're also investing in relationships, as we are.
Few of those relationships are more important for Australia than India, where pageantry always serves a purpose.
The Indian government has laid on a spectacular welcome for Mr Albanese. Part of it is politeness, but there is also a real sense here in New Delhi that increasingly it does value Australia as a strategic partner. And that's particularly the case because both India and Australia share growing fears about China's assertiveness and what that might mean for the broader region.
The Prime Minister sees shared democratic values too, but that only stretches so far. Mr Modi's been attacked for his crackdown on the media and took no questions from the press today. Stephen Jedgetts, ABC News, New Delhi.
And South Asia correspondent Avani Dias joins us now from New Delhi. Avani, the two leaders have just wrapped up a meeting. What did they say to each other afterwards?
Well, Lexi, I've just stepped out of Hyderabad House here in New Delhi, where the Prime Ministers Albanese and Modi have held bilateral talks. They've spoken to the media here and they have signed a few different memorandums of understanding on issues like sport. They've announced further collaboration between the two countries on filmmaking. But the most pertinent memorandum of understanding is to do with defence ties, as these two countries try to detach further from China. They've announced that India and Australia will increase information sharing in defence, especially when it comes to the maritime sector. And Lexi, it's very likely that Mr Albanese also briefed Mr Modi on the upcoming AUKUS trip he will be taking. Tomorrow morning, he will be leaving from New Delhi and travelling to the US. He'll be meeting President Joe Biden there, as well as the UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. And he will be likely announcing further nuclear submarines for Australia. And this is a big step and something that Mr Albanese would no doubt have spoken to his Indian counterpart as well, as these countries continue to build defence ties.